Don't stop watching the video if I tell you that I am going to cover yet another library to build LLM powered applications. In this video, we are going to install a rig and we will see what problem this library is trying to solve. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member. Please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. So what exactly is this new library? The library is written in Rust, which makes it quite interesting. It is also trying to make it incredibly easy to build LLM powered applications which are also quality oriented. But I will be honest here. So far, what I have seen, I don't see extremely unique features which make it stand out separately from other tools. But the good thing is that Rig is a Rust library designed for building scalable, modular, and ergonomic applications powered by LLMs. You can think of it as your own Swiss Army knife for integrating AI into Rust applications. So, in my mind, if you already have an array of Rust applications lying around in your company or for your own use cases, and if you're a Rust developer, then maybe this rig could be an option to consider. Because what makes Rig different is that it provides a unified interface to work with over 20 different model providers. But again, it's not different that much because almost every other tool is supporting that. So one thing I believe they need to fix is that it doesn't really work with Olama or any local based models, which makes it quite limited in my humble opinion. The real problem Rig is trying to solve is the complexity and boilerplate that usually comes with integrating LLMs into your applications. As per their GitHub repo, without Rig, you would need to handle different APIs, manage streaming responses, deal with embeddings, vector stores, and agentic workflows, all with different interfaces and patterns. Rig abstracts all of this away. It gives you a clean, consistent API regardless of which AI provider you are using. And it is trying to support everything from simple completions to complex multi-turn conversations, embeddings, vector store, integration with 10 different vector databases, and it also supports tool calling and agentic workflow. Finally, it is also fully compatible with WebAssembly, so you can use it for both the backend service and browser-based application at the same time. So enough theory. Now you know what this rig is, and I will leave it with you to decide whether it is something unique or you want to consider. I am going to use this Ubuntu system to get it installed. So make sure that you have Rust installed. If you don't, just use this command. It is going to download and install Rust on your local system. And by the way, you can see that I'm using Ubuntu. If you're looking to rent a VM or CPU or GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to Mass Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So please do check them out. I already have this Rust installed with Cargo. Let me show you the version. So this is the version I have, so I'm not going to go again. Let me now git clone the repo and I will drop the link to it in video's description. And now let's add a new project with the cargo. You can just name it anything. And by the way, I'm going to use it with Gemini model. I believe you can also use it with OpenAI, but for Anthropic and various other model providers, it is still work in progress. It is quite a new project, by the way. So we have to bear with it. Maybe they will add Olama support too. So let's wait for it to initialize this project. And now we can add our dependencies in the toml file. If you're a REST developer, you know that you can you need to update these dependency files. So I'm just going to update it with this. All this is doing is just adding some of the dependencies which we are going to use in our project. And the toml file is done. Now what we are trying to do here is I'm going to create an AI agent using Google's Gemini that can answer questions with customized behavior and parameters. So let's go back to our VS Code. You see that this is a rigged Gemini demo. There is a source directory and this is a main.rs. and I'm just going to replace this with my agent code. Now, this is a simple Rust code where I am giving it this preamble that what it needs to do, and then it is going to work on this prompt which I am asking it, that how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. So you know that it is just a tongue twister. There you go. And the agent then needs to work through it. And first, let me set my Gemini's API key. As I said, you can grab it from aistudio.google.com. It's a free API key. I mean, for some of the credits, of course. So let me set it and clear the screen. Okay, I'm going to run this, and you can see that the cargo is now downloading and compiling all the necessary dependencies, rig core, Tokyo for async runtime, and the tracing libraries for logging. This is a one-time setup, and subsequent runs will be much faster. It's already fast. So now the application is running. You can also notice the debug logs. So Rig is initializing the Gemini client, sending our request to the API with our special and specified parameters like temperature. And the model is Gemini 1.5 Pro. You can use any of your choice. These logs gives us full visibility into what's happening under the hood. Now, this is all well and good, and I think that I have to be honest here. While Rig is an excellent tool and looks pretty well quality too, a lot of effort has gone into it. There are a lot of contributors too on GitHub, which is great. But I think the market for LLM orchestration framework is incredibly saturated right now. I mean, it started from stuff like LangChain, Llama Index, and then there were various other stuff such as semantic kernel, and the list goes on and on. The real differentiator is the Rust ecosystem itself. So if you're building performance critical applications that need to run at edge or WebAssembly based solutions, maybe it could be a good option because the type safety, memory efficiency, and zero cost abstraction that Rust provides make Rig and tools like these particularly suited for these sort of environments. So, as I said earlier, if you're already working in Rust or building systems where Rust strength shine, absolutely give this or similar tools a try because it looks well designed, actively maintained, and the community is growing. But don't switch just for the sake of switching just to try out new shiny stuff. Use the right tool for your specific use case. Let me know which LLM orchestration tool you are using, and if you're a Rust developer, specifically share your thoughts because I am not a Rust developer, so would be good to hear thoughts from some genuine developer instead of a vibe coder like me. Also, please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member as that helps a lot. Please also follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. Thank you for all the support.